I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, so I want to talk on this whole situation with the YSL case because, nah, man, I'm very confused. Like, did Gunna snitch? Did he not snitch? There's one friend where I'm like, she's extremely smart, and I'm like, I need to ask her about this one day, just like how her whole spin of anything. How she feels, because, you know, in a situation like this where it's like you just got so many things, you know, being thrown off up in the air and you don't really know what to pay attention to. Yeah, it's like it's kind of hard to like focus on this case with just a straightforward mindset. You know, you got all these things that's happening and it's like, bruh, I can't focus on this and then try to focus on this. Gunna snitch. Did he not snitch? How did Young Thug feel? What's going on with all these other YSL members? You know, like, there's so much happening. I had to say this is probably one of the most interesting rap cases in like rap history, bro. Like, there's a lot of rappers that be going to, you know, court, prison, whatever, because of some crazy stuff. But man, like, this is one of the most interesting cases and things because it's now my question is that what key evidence do they have that can pinpoint them out at situations? Like, do they have witnesses? Do they have because I feel like having witnesses, not even witnesses, having security cameras that can pinpoint these guys, cell phone locations, all that stuff, having things like that, you know, that like that's your core evidence. Like, okay, like, so let's say for an example, somebody gets robbed and then the person is saying, well, yeah, they're the ones that did it, and the person's like, I don't know what you're talking about, I didn't rob that man. What do you mean? And then they're all like, oh, okay, well, you know, let's see cell phone locations. Let's see, you know, security cameras. Let's see if there's any other people that can vouch for that. And I feel like that if they don't have that stuff, fam, they don't have a valid case. That's literally key evidence today. That's like the main thing that everybody looks for. For an example, look at the XXXTentacion case. Now, if this would have happened like back in the 80s or 90s or something, yeah, it probably would have been a little bit hard to figure out. But no, since this happened in a day and age where you got so many key, like, or not key evidence, but like you just have so much technology that can pinpoint. I mean, if for those that didn't really pay attention to that case, so how did those guys that killed XXXTentacion, how they got sentenced to life in prison is that they were caught on security camera at multiple locations, flashing the money, all right, dropping off the vehicle that they used to, you know, the getaway car. You literally seen two of them walk into the same shop that XXXTentacion was in. I mean, you have all the cell phone location, you have all these things that can pinpoint these guys out, and I feel like I've heard absolutely nothing from this YSL case. The only thing that I've heard is that they're a gang. That's it. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe there's some more details. So like let's just look it up real quick, because I'm like, nah, man, you know, this whole thing that's going down, I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna look up Young Thug. He released a new song with that guy, Yat. I don't know, bro, but anyways, legal issues. So there was like on May 9th, 2020, dang, it's been one full year. Thug was arrested in Atlanta on gang-related charges. Thug and Gunna were among the 28 people associated with YSL who were charged in a 56 count racketeer influence and corrupt organizations act RICO indictment filed by Fulton County District Attorney, some attorney. Following a search of his home, he was charged with 7 additional felonies related to possession of illegal substances and illegal firearms. He was held at the Fulton County Superior Court. So if that's the only thing that they can, you know, I guess pinpoint, then if anything's, I'm like, yeah, I can see where, Young Thug, he might get some years in prison, because, and I'm trying to think, like, cause yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I don't want to say that this man has a, drug issue, but I mean, like, he was passed off a pill, and, while he was in court, they at least caught that on camera. But yeah, like it's one of those things where I was like, I guess the only case that I really could plea in a situation like that is that it's a dangerous world. Now, yes, I know at my status that I should be able to just go out, get my gun license, all that stuff. But I guess if anything's like, because hold on for a second, because yeah, there are some other situations where, he has some like court appearances and stuff. And, so wait a minute. So there's like, all right, so there's this one case that actually happened in 2017. So there's like wait a minute, Thug was clear. All right, so hold on, because there's like multiple things in this 2017 stuff. So there's like a lawsuit was filed against Thug in January 2017 after he didn't show up at a concert and stay affected. All that, no, that isn't. All right, so there's like Thug was cleared of battery in April 2017 after reporting. Okay, that didn't have anything. Young Thug's gun and drug charges were dropped in April 2017 following a raid of his then home in Sandy Spring, Georgia, which resulted in him being charged with felony cocaine possession, felony marijuana possession, and 3 counts of felony gun possession. Thug's lawyers argued the police conducted the search without a warrant, which led to the DA dropping all charges except felony marijuana possession. It was reported in April 2017 that Thug was being sued by Heritage Select Homes for owing almost $2.2 million in house payments. So there's like Thug was arrested in Georgia on multiple drug possession charges and possession of a firearm. He was released on bond 3 days later. He was charged with possession and intent to distribute meth, hydrocodone or something, I don't know. But anyways, in marijuana, he was also charged with possession of some drug, codeine, and a firearm. So if anything's, I'm guessing, the same situations that got him out, or like the same like plea that he got him out of those situations. I guess like that could possibly work. If that's all that they have on him, then yeah, I think like, maybe pass. But that's something where it's like, okay, at this point in time, it's like my thing is this, if Young Thug gets out, and I really hope that he does, because I'm like, Young Thug just doesn't come off as a person. I don't know, like he just doesn't, not trying to say it in a disrespectful way, but I just feel like that he's somebody that doesn't really live up to his name. Like if anything, I feel like that, yeah, he might rap about things, but I'm like, okay, that's what rap is. Everybody's gonna rap about something crazy. I'm like, you can't rap about something, I mean, yeah, you can do like positive raps and stuff, but like I do feel like that if anything's like he's telling a story in his raps. So that's what I actually want to talk on when, I hear these things of like when the courtrooms be using the rappers' lyrics against them and stuff. And I'm like, okay, the thing is this. I feel like if you hear a lot of rappers' backstories, is that they use rap to get out of whatever crazy situation they're in when they're in their hood and stuff. So it really trips me out how it's like you can rap about your past life, you could do all this stuff, and it could be used against you in court. And I'm like, fam, unless you have heard me admit to something crazy in, one of my songs, then okay. But if it's wordplay, if it's whatever, then I'm like, fam, that's what rap is. It ain't no different than country music. It ain't no different than R&B music. It ain't no different than nothing. It just so happens that the lyrics are different. So that's why it trips me out how it's like rap. I feel like rap is like one of the most like things like just music genres where people, they make it out to something that it's not. Like it's kind of like with the whole like situation with video games where people are like, oh, video games is what causes kids to go crazy and stuff. And it's like, no, a kid causes himself to go crazy in the environment that he's in. Call of Duty, I'm like, if that's the case, then Call of Duty should be affecting everybody, right? And I'm like, the thing is this, when I listen to Young Thug's music, or when I listen to any other rapper's music, you know, just for whoever, you know, I'm not going out there and being like, oh, I gotta go live a life of crime because Young Thug. I'm like, fam, what he's rapping about is a lifestyle that I do not want. So it's like, I feel like him, like, using their rap lyrics of, you know, with some stuff. And I'm like, and I think that's why a lot of times, like, you know, rappers, they, you know, have to do, like, particular, you know, just like certain styles of music, because it's like, yeah, it's just, you can't, like, it just seems like you can't even rap about what you want to rap about, because, like, okay, you get caught up in some stuff and then they want to use it against you in the courtroom. I'm like, nah, bro, if that's the case, then it's like all right, so it's like, if a person, for, let's say, another reason why they're in a courtroom, right? Then it's like, let's just say that we use something petty to, like to find a reason to furthermore put them in prison or jail or whatever. I'm like, you're gonna have to do that with everybody. But it's like, what is that person interested in? So, like, let's say if that person's interested in cooking, you're gonna use that against them, like, oh, because they cooked with or they ate deer. Now I'm like, you're gonna try to use that against them if they're, like, in some murder case. I'm like, oh, well, they killed the deer. They talk about how they're a hunter and stuff, so therefore, yeah, they killed that person. That ain't no different than, like, oh, well, they rapped about this. So it's like, yeah, like, and that's where it's like, you gotta, like, listen to all forms of rap, like, you, like, because the reason why I say that is because, like, you know, how I'm really pushing out this, like, whole storytelling you know, plea and stuff, that if you listen to the song Brenda's Got a Baby by Tupac, that's storytelling. That's literally what music is. It's storytelling. You can listen to EDM type music where words ain't even really being said in some of those songs, but there's a story being told with it. You know, like, that's just what music is. Music is a sound. So it really trips me out how, like, they do that and stuff. And I'm like, if anything's, you know, with Young Thug, I'm like, yeah, it just seems like that he has, like, a gun and drug problem, you know, where it's like, yeah, and that's, if you're in a world where it's like, yeah, you know, you're this rapper, then it's like, because that's one thing, I'm like, okay, if there's anything that they should be using, it's like, you know, what's up with rappers getting killed left and right? I'm like, if anything, that's probably why now the drugs, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like he might have, like, a little problem there. But for the most part, I'm like, yeah, with the guns, it's like, you know, you're living in a world where it's like you have a target on your back just because you're a rapper and stuff. Then it's like, yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of different, just look at some of the rappers that passed away in the recent years. I mean, probably I mean, I feel like there's more rappers after him, but Takeoff, all right, Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, Tupac, Biggie. If we're gonna go back even further, what are some other, like, I'm saying there's so many. I think even Wikipedia has, like, a page like rappers that were shot and killed. I feel like Wikipedia, yeah, list of murdered hip-hop musicians dating all the way back to 1987. First being Scott LaRock, and then the last being wait, what, why are they not, no, hold on for a second. Alright, so yeah, Scott LaRock, why do they have it where it's, okay, there we go. And Money Sign Suede. So I'm like, fam, and this happened just oh, that was a stabbing. No, I'm saying the shooting, aka, yeah, so there was somebody, oh, no, I did hear about this. There was, like, this, there was a rapper in South Africa back in February where he got, stabbed. So, yeah, it's like, and what's crazy is that a lot of these rappers, I think the oldest being, there's, like, the youngest being 18 and the oldest being 42. It's like none of these guys have lived to be old. That's what trips me out. So I'm like, and then when you look at a lot of these situations, it's like, yeah, it's like the majority of them are shootings, drive-by shooting. There's a rapper that was poisoned. There is a rapper that was poisoned, but it's like, yeah, you hear, like, you see, when you go to this page, it's literally so many different shootings. And I'm like, and it's just, bro, it's crazy, you know? So, like, that's why the thing is this. I'm not trying to defend the fact that he has guns. If anything, he needs to have security. But it's like, I imagine that he's probably like, security can't watch me at all times. Sometimes people slip through the cracks, get past security, and then next thing, look at the whole situation with Pop Smoke. This man's off up in the house chilling, probably recording music, hanging out with friends and stuff. All of a sudden, you have, I think they said it was like, what, 5 guys or something like that? Let me see real quick. it's crazy that it's like all I just gotta do is go to like 2020, and it's like, yeah, it was just it's literally, you know, right there. It's like I like, you know, these years and stuff, and I'm like, you shouldn't have to know things like this. So, but anyways, okay, death. So there was like 5 hooded men, including one wearing a ski. All right, so yeah, overall 5. You're not my thing is this, as a rapper, you're not expecting 5 people to run up on you and stuff and be trying to rob, shoot, and kill you and things. And it's like, even with like XXXTentacion, it's like you got 2 guys running up on you with guns and things. You're not expecting that. And it's like, so you hear all these different stories, and it's like, what, Young Thug, let's just see, like, because this has been going on since 1987, they said. So Young Thug, all right, let's look up. I just overall want to see, you know, how long he's been rapping. It was like, what, 2010. So let's just see from 2010. So and it's a long list too of rappers. It's like, it's crazy how like before 2010 the list wasn't really that long, but then after 2010 it's like the list is long regardless. But all right, so I'm just gonna count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 rappers. Since Young Thug has been a rapper, 41 rappers have either been shot, killed. There's like one, they don't even, just unspecific violence. And then there's like capital punishment. What's this all about? Oh, this guy was like he's overseas and he was a rapper. He looked, I guess, I don't know. What did he do though? Like that's what I'm kind of confused off of. There's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on in this whole situation. So, but anyway, but yeah, overall though, regardless of who he is, he had a rap career, and I guess it was popular enough to where Wikipedia had to talk about it. But it's like, since he became a rapper, Young Thug, 41 rappers. So it's like, that has to take an effect on somebody. You know, like, that's going to raise some suspicion and stuff, or like concerns for somebody that is a rapper. So that's why I'm like, again, not trying to defend, him having weapons and drugs and stuff. It's like, yeah, obviously he has to work on that and things. But we're living in a society where people are trying to find your location. People are trying to end your life. People got this anger and aggression towards him just because he's a rapper. So that's why it's like, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you really gotta look into the lifestyle of a rapper in order to understand the lifestyle of a rapper. Now, I know people are probably all like, well, he needs to call the police, do this. And it's like, yeah, he comes from a world where it's like, calling the police, no. It's like, I feel like with rappers, it's like they live in a Western time. So like, yeah, they're gonna take the law upon themselves and things. But I'm like, if anything, I'm like, if he can, I don't think he can, like, if he gets like felony charges and all that, like if you get like a certain type of charge, you can't get no weapon. But yeah, it's like, it's one of those things where it's, I would recommend hiring security, or just doing something, have like live in a gated community with, like the high-rise fences, whatever it is that you possibly can do, talking to Young Thug and any other rapper. It's like, yeah, protect yourself. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just, like I said, it's, rap life, it's a hard life. So yeah, I'm like, I do hope and, wish the best and pray the best for Young Thug and stuff, because, yeah, being in a situation like that, it's extremely messed up. So, but, yeah, I'm like, to all those people, I'm like, dang, man, it's like they whoever it is, they got something against Young Thug. It's like, they are really trying their hardest to get this man behind bars. It's like, that's crazy. It's like, it's for the same thing, too. Like, hold on, because there's like, 2015, so there's like, I think there's like a lawsuit. There's like, he was, I guess, a part of a shooting, a drive-by shooting, and then there's like, what was it, 2 years later? No, that was for the 2 years later. 2 years later, it was like gun and drug charges, and I think there was like, he was arrested again later on that year for more gun and drug charges, and then he was arrested again, this time for gun drug charges, and then some gang related stuff. And it's like, bruh, that was the thing where it's like they were trying to get on Gunna for snitching and stuff, and I'm like, I don't really say that he snitched. Like, if you guys want, the thing is this, the reason why I don't look at him as snitching is because I'm like, okay, you're gonna say and do whatever to get yourself out of prison. I guess you like, overall, it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to stand your ground, all that stuff, yada yada. But and it seemed like that with Young Thug, how he's describing jail right now, it ain't good, so it's like, I imagine Gunna, wasn't too far from that, and they're all like, okay, if you guys want to hear something, y'all can hear it, but that doesn't mean that it's like, it's gonna be believable. Like, and I ain't trying to put him in no situation where it's like, oh, now they got bring this man back or whatever, but it's like, if that's what you guys want to hear, then it's like, okay, YSL's a gang, this, that, blah, 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 and it's like, bruh, but it's like, if, what do you, like, it's something where I'm like, I don't know, I feel like Gunna is getting a bad rap right now and stuff, so, but the thing is this, when, Young Thug gets out, and I hope he does get out. When he does get out, I truly do believe that he's, we're gonna have to hear what he has to say about all this stuff, when things do go about and things. So, but anyways, yeah. And that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. I need to go make me something to eat. A little hungry. So anyways, thank you guys. I ain't gonna do no promo stuff. Peace.